Yo, it's your boy SergDragon, and welcome to another installment of the Heavens Monsters podcast. With me always is my boy Terence Menifee, king of what?
Puppies!
And as you can see, he already finished his. I was thinking, well, you ain't gonna have yours here. You're gonna have in the famous words of, oh shoot, let me back this up a bit.
I think it's so dark.
And it's because of the lighting in here. That was, yeah, it might be the dim. It'll be brighter because I got my phone dim because I was playing Pokemon Go earlier. Okay. It eats away at the battery if you just let the brightness up. But anyway, in the famous words of Macho Man Randy Savage, I got me a cup of coffee. Yeah. Dig it!
Yeah.
Caramel creamer. That's some good stuff. One of the benefits we got here at the job we work at, they allow us to have coffee. We are that good with terms with the people we clean up after. And of course, today I did say we were going to talk about Impact and other such things, but let's go ahead and mention what's coming up. Did you look up what the men were going to be fighting? Are they all tied up? On Smackdown side, if they're doing 4 and 4 for a total of 8, then we know Braun Strowman and Finn Balor, and by the sound of it, Kevin Owens and Bobby Roode are going to be the 4 men from Raw.
Yeah.
On SmackDown, we know The Miz and one member only of the New Day, but I'm trying to remember who were the other two? We know, oh, that's right. We know now Samoa Joe is the last one.
Yeah.
But who's the other one? We got Baron Corbin? Is that who it is?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Look at, if you would, I'll try to look. Oh well, I ain't got no phone except this. But otherwise, I can say from this much. Give me a second. We're back. We got the information. I looked it up under images to see what people had posted, and sure enough, they did. I was wrong. It's not Baron Corbin. It's Rusev. That's right, because now I remember, with Lana and Rusev, they're both hoping to be the first ever Mr. and Mrs. Money in the Bank. That's what they said. That's right. So other than that, we got on the men's side from Raw. Let's recap. We got number 1 pick. I'm saying he's my number 1 pick. Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, Bobby Roode, and Kevin Owens. On SmackDown, we have The Miz, Rusev, Samoa Joe, and 1 member of the New Day. I still say it's going to be Big E, but it could be any Kofi or Xavier Woods. It could be. And on the women's side, on the women's Money in the Bank, we have, coming up, is on the Raw team, we have Sasha Banks, who is the last woman. We have Natalya, Alexa Bliss, and my pick, because she's my favorite, Amber Moon. I like her background story. She grew up in Booker T school, and she's from Dallas. Hey, Texas girl, come on. And on SmackDown, we got Lana, I already mentioned. We got Naomi. We got Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair, and she is definitely a number 1 pick. The fact that Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair are going to be in this match again, but it's going to be 6 other women. It's not going to be one-on-one. So we're definitely going to see those 2 enter the ring again. What's your thoughts on that?
I'm going.
Well, which one are you interested in, the men's or the women's? You already talked about
the men's. Most of the men's.
Who is your pick in the men's then?
I had to go with Bobby Roode.
Bobby Roode. It pays to be rude. Glorious, as he says.
Because he's mostly, he's older than all of them.
He is?
Yeah. He's been, his wrestling career started 20 years ago.
And who's your pick for the women's division? Your girl Mandy Rose ain't going to be in there, sadly.
I have to go with Alexa Bliss.
You got to go with Alexa Bliss?
Yeah.
The short stack goddess is going to be his pick. We'll see. It all depends. You never know who's going to win. Either it's conspiracy, scripted, or it's a free-for-all legitimately. So we'll see. And moving on from that, that's the only thing I personally want to mention. Was there anything you want to mention on SmackDown?
The SmackDown, I think like the whole thing with Paige announced it that it'll be like a triple threat match. It'll be Daniel Bryan versus
I saw that coming the second he beat those two up.
Samoa Joe and Big Cass.
Yeah, but Samoa Joe got Daniel Bryan. Yeah. Leave it to Samoa Joe to be cutthroat, ruthless. That's why a lot of people like him. They still shout to this day, even though they're implored not to. They're saying, Joe's gonna kill you. I like that. If I was a wrestler, I like everybody. Serge is gonna kill you. I would have loved that.
They've been saying that for about 14 years.
Oh, yeah, before he came to WWE.
Yeah.
Actually, it was... Yeah, I think it was after he first premiered on WWE and made a name for himself in other places like Ring of Honor and TNA and anything else like that.
Yeah, no, they didn't even say it because he's been WWE before. He was an amateur wrestler.
He had his hair dyed blonde. Remember that? They mentioned that in WWE.
Yeah, back in 18 years ago.
Other than that, in TNA, Impact Wrestling, what does interest you? He doesn't watch it much, but he has been taking an interest in it here and now. But what are you interested in most?
Mostly, I like my boy Petey Williams. He's a good wrestler.
Petey Williams. Refresh my memory. I'm bad with names.
The one that's he was known as Little Petey Pump. He was Scott Steiner's
the Canadian Destroyer.
Yeah, sidekick.
Oh yeah, Canadian Destroyer is a fan favorite. Not just in Canada. Ooh, that guy can really do a finisher like it's nobody's business. Just one flip, power driver. Boom.
Yeah, his career.
I gotta admit, he's got a good one.
He's been started in 2002.
Off and on.
Yeah, because he was a member of the group Team Canada.
Well, there is another character that's got you tripping. You told me this, and I don't blame you. Everybody's wondering what the hell is wrong with Eddie Edwards.
Yeah,
he is going after that guy. What's his name?
Sammy Callahan.
There you go. Sammy.
He wants
thumbs up, thumbs down.
He wants to hurt him pretty bad. His wife is trying to tell him to stop all this.
After what he did with that baseball bat and that announcer, I don't blame him. I'm surprised they actually legitimately still keep the rule about throwing in the towel. I thought that threw out the book long ago. I didn't know that was still a thing. I thought that was only for boxing.
Yeah, but you know who was the originator of that is Stone Cold Steve Austin. He did that shit before Sammy's Eddie Edwards, I mean.
Yeah. Oh, and it's official. It's starting to break down. What would seem like an interesting tag team of Eli Drake and Big Pump Scott Steiner is now falling apart. Like all his tag team partners in the past.
The one person he's never fallen apart with in a tag team, I'm not talking about Scott Steiner, he's never fallen apart with his brother in a tag team. Because it's like this, if you're Scott Steiner's brother, Rick, that's cool, but if you're like someone else,
he don't give a damn.
He'll tell you to stay out of his way. See, if you're his brother, then y'all are both on the same page. Y'all know what each other's gonna do.
Oh yeah. I will say this much: TNA Impact has taken. This is not new news. This has been known for a while. They've taken an interest in different wrestling corporations that are trying to make a name for themselves. Basically, anybody that's under WWE's radar. That Vince McMahon has said, "Oh, these are no competition. These no competition. These no competition."
Like Sting once said when he was in TNA, he thinks that TNA is a threat to Vince McMahon.
He said otherwise.
And I think that could be true.
But it has been said on live television, including the guy who's doing the podcast on WWE Network. Yeah. What's his name?
Bruce Pritchard.
Mm-hmm. He's actually said it when he was on WWE not WWE, Impact Management, when he said TNA was dead. I can't say for sure.
Yeah, well, actually, because he said that because all the other wrestlers from TNA jumped to WWE.
Right? It took all the good ones. Well, not all of them.
Yeah.
Sadly, what's his name? Johnny Storm? James Storm.
Yeah.
James Storm. See, it's been a while. Where is he now? Is there any word of him?
No.
I thought he might have gone back to NXT, despite the fact that he left it on bad terms because the paycheck was too small.
Yeah, because some wrestlers do that. They don't like how the amount of money. Yeah.
Otherwise, though, I love the fact that they're definitely getting in with people from AAA, which is basically just a bunch of people who are from Lucha Underground. Mm-hmm. That's where they originated. That's where I didn't understand in the first episode premiere of Lucha Underground Season 1, where Dial Cueto, I think you pronounce his name? Some names are a little difficult for me. But he actually announced it that he was making his own show, and he did. And thanks to the owner of El Rey, we are able to see it on coming June 13th. This month. This next month. Today is the 31st of May. It's a Thursday. We didn't do it yesterday because we were busy, but otherwise we have the time to do it today. Yeah. So, that said, it's going to be next month in the summertime, season 4 of Lucha Underground. Look forward to it. I am. With the commentator, the best commentating so far that I have to say is Matt Striker and Vampiro. They are the best. They do not disappoint. They literally live up to the hype of a true believer.
Well, yeah, because Vampiro, you see, Matt Striker is lucky. He's teaming up with a legend like Vampiro.
Hell yeah. But otherwise, Lucha Underground is really kicking ass in Impact Wrestling. Take, for instance, Zero Miedo. That means zero fear from Pentagon Jr. Last season on Lucha Underground Season 3, where we left off, Pentagon Jr. was known as Pentagon Dark because he full-grown from Junior into his own being. But to the rest of the world, he's still known as Pentagon Jr. And I would like to see him in WWE maybe one time, in NXT especially, since that's what the grounds are for, to experiment. And it really does work. Triple H is a genius on that. Despite what you may say about him, what others may say about him, and Stephanie right now running WWE, that was a genius move to make NXT. But otherwise, who's got your attention on Lucha Underground? Who's got your pick right now?
I don't really like Lucha Underground.
That's a damn shame. You can watch it on Netflix, though. Season 1, maybe Season 2 and 3 already. So check it out. See what you find. And that means you're too. I'm serious. You will not be disappointed. That shit is crazy. You got people flying off. You got people getting acting. You got movie stars showing up. You got... It's crazy. I love it. That's why I'm looking forward to it. Other than that, I just recently watched One Night Only. I forget the name, but Mr. Chinless showed up.
Oh yeah, I heard about him. James Ellsworth.
James Ellsworth, a man who says anybody has a fighting chance with 2 fists, or however that goes.
Yeah, speaking of him, he blames the women's revolution
Division, basically.
women's evolution for his career being ended with WWE.
He ended up finding a guy who literally dresses himself like a grizzly bear.
He blames I
don't even remember. Did he win or lose? I don't remember. I was just zooming through it like, that wasn't a memorable one.
He blames, like I said, the women's revolution that Stephanie Man started for because he blames that because that's the reason why he believes that he got fired.
Well, I think 12 minutes. This already I'm going to fuse this with the other part, but otherwise, I think this is a good place to end this podcast, right?
Yeah.
Well, with that said, I'm going to give out a shout out to my boys once again. Xavier Hill, I said your name this right this time. I put it in descriptions below last time. I made a mistake. I said, and I'll say this, I said Xavier Woods instead of my boy Xavier Hill. I'm sorry. I said Bobby Lashley when we were mentioning Brock Lesnar being on vacation. I apologize. And the third thing is a video, I don't know how, but I guess I didn't time it right. We were mentioning one woman from Smackdown, Tamina. He mentioned it because I didn't even know she got injured. He did.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Tamina, I think they would probably say, we might just let her go because she keeps getting injured.
That's not fair, though. That's not fair. Don't do that. Don't do that.
They probably would, because you know how if she keeps injured, keeps getting herself hurt, it's something that's what they have to do. Let her go.
Other than that, I will say this much. Two of the people, before we end, I gotta mention, kudos to Moose for beating that monster, but you don't watch it like you said. I'm wondering, who the hell is behind the hit and runs and leaving that red and black X? That's gotta be somebody big.
Maybe someone that I saw that like last week, I think.
They attacked Mr. Pretty, Mr. Princess.
Maybe someone that knows
Congo Kong's associate at the time.
Maybe
Congo Kong is a beast.
Maybe that unknown person that attacked that guy knows him.
He was attacking everybody. He was attacking Falcon Team members, wrestlers, this. He attacked Abyss, a.k.a. Joseph Parks.
Yeah.
He attacked Joseph Parks. Joseph Parks is out.
Maybe that's his way of showing, like letting the locker room know that he's coming for anyone who gets in his way.
I think his debut is supposed to come very soon, maybe next week or this week. Well, I guess that covers everything. If we missed anything, please leave it in the comments down below. And by all means, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, thumbs down. And you want to see more of me and my bro, and maybe more of the other Heavens Monsters, I'll give a shout out to my boy Raymond. You want to be a part of this? Give me a shout out. I'll put your name in the description below for your YouTube page. And as always, we'll see you in the next video. Thank you and goodbye.
Peace.